What's up, guys? We're gonna go on a little different trip for this video. We're gonna go all the way back to my 8th grade year, and I'm gonna talk about how Johnny B Fitness came to be. People that do watch this video, I hope you guys can learn something and learn that fitness doesn't take weeks, months. It takes years of commitment and years of hard work. So this story started when I was in 8th grade. End of 8th grade, I was a really skinny kid, which is kind of funny because when I was younger, I was really fat. From the time I was in like 3rd grade all the way up until about 7th grade, I was really fat. I grew up in a very amazing home. My dad, my mom, they were absolutely amazing. They pushed me. My dad had learned and lifted when he was a kid in high school. He had lifted with an ex-pro NFL player. One day I told my dad that I wanted to be big. I wanted to be jacked. He taught me everything that he had learned from his coach about lifting weights, and I started lifting with my dad. When you're at the beginning stages of gaining muscle, you've never lifted a day in your life, and you lift heavy and you learn how to use your muscles right, how to use weight right, you can gain a lot of muscle in your first couple of years lifting, and that's exactly what happened. But what my dad didn't know how to do very well is diet. And I was eating like absolute crap. Couple 44 ounces of real soda a day. I would eat candy, oatmeal cream pies, all these little Debbie snacks. But because I was eating really well, I was in football and I was working out really hard, I was still gaining some good muscle. And that kind of stuck with me for years and years to come. I went from fat as a little kid to toothpick in 8th grade to now I was fat again coming out of high school. I have a picture here from 2018. I graduated in 2016. I met one of my best friends in high school that was really into lifting. His dad owns a supplement company. His dad would teach me everything I needed to know about nutrition and diet. After being with them for quite some years, now we're fast forwarding 3 years later, I decided to do a bodybuilding show. In 2021, on October 23rd, I did my very first bodybuilding show. No one told me what happens after you hit your goal, you hit something you want to reach, you know, and you diet and diet so hard. What happens after the show? Well, I learned the very hard way. But before I learned the hard way, I actually did 3 bodybuilding shows. After the 3rd show, I learned about what the bodybuilding lifestyle is compared to just a goal of wanting to step on stage. I had gained 25 pounds in 3 days. I continued to eat like garbage, and it didn't stop. You know, you lose all that weight, you look a certain way, and you gain a bunch of weight. And so I was in a really bad spot. So I figured out that all my diets that I've done in the past, I was eating bland, terrible food. In January 2025, I was at my heaviest. I've just gotten fired from a job, October 2024. I went traveling, I was on a traveling job for a couple months, and I was doing all these different things and just eating Taco Bell every night, eating McDonald's, breakfast at a gas station. I was in an immensely terrible spot for my health. Then March 2025 came. I finally had done enough research and I decided to make a change for good. I have a picture right here that I will show you guys of what I look like in March of 2025. And that is when I committed to change my life, and not just to do a show, to cut down, eat bland food, do a show, and then gain it all up again. I had officially decided that I was gonna change my lifestyle for good. So about a year and a month later, here we are. I started off at over 300 pounds, and currently right now I'm about sitting around 208 to 210 pounds. The journey is never over. Don't ever think that if you have a bad day, you have a bad couple days, that the journey's over and just quit and get fat again. Who cares, you know, whatever. It's just not meant for me. I don't have the willpower. I don't have this, I don't have that. Everyone has it inside themselves. That is my story. Very shortened, obviously. That was a span of about like 14-15 years that I just crammed in this little video. So obviously there's missing pieces here and there, but hopefully I hit everything that I needed to. Don't give up on yourself. There's always something on the other side. No matter how old you are, there is time. Follow along the journey. We have a lot more stuff in store.